Right now, the jury is still undecided on a verdict for Kyle Rittenhouse as the defense asks the judge for a mistrial. Plus, from roads to bridges to pipes, where you can expect the infrastructure bill money to be spent here in Wisconsin. And COVID cases are rising to levels we haven't seen since last year, what Wisconsin DHS says could be a factor in the increase. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. Thank you for joining us. We begin with breaking news in McFarland. The police department says there's a report of an armed person in the area near North Autumn Lane. That is just south of Siggelco Road. And they're telling people in that part of the village to stay inside and lock all the doors. We have a crew just getting to that scene right now. They'll be asking questions and will join us later in the show with an update.
We've talked to Mr. Rittenhouse, and I'm going to be asking the court for a mistrial.
Again, I'm going to say
the fate of more than 2 weeks of emotional testimony, long lists of witnesses, and several viral moments in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial could all come down to the quality of a video. Rittenhouse's attorneys asked the judge to declare a mistrial a total of 3 times over drone video evidence. We have team coverage of what's at issue and what this could mean for the trial, and we start with Brady Mallory.
Well, defense attorneys say they received a lower quality copy of drone video presented by the prosecution. Now, here's why that's an issue. They claim the one they had doesn't show the same imagery as what the prosecution had, and they would have approached things differently if they had received the higher quality video earlier. Defense attorney Jessa Nicholson, who we've been talking with, says a mistrial can happen whenever there's any error in a trial that renders a jury unable to make a fair decision. That brings us to the difference between a mistrial with and without prejudice. Without prejudice usually means some sort of an oversight and would allow prosecution a do-over to retry Rittenhouse. Nicholson says a mistrial with prejudice is the opposite.
The written motion that the defense filed was alleging exactly that the prosecution acted in bad faith, and that bad faith acting warrants a mistrial with prejudice, which means they could not retry Mr. Rittenhouse if that were granted.
Now, the judge has said the mistrial request would be made without prejudice, meaning prosecutors could still retry Rittenhouse. Well, things concluded today without that decision. Nicholson says we may find out whether the judge will grant this request tomorrow.
With the court now looking into the video evidence, a verdict from the jury may not come as soon as some people originally thought. Let's now go to Eric Franke, who's live in Kenosha. Eric, have you noticed any changes in mood down there since yesterday?
You know, other than a brief skirmish here, Charlotte, it's been pretty calm. And you mentioned, you know, the jury taking a break tonight. The way this has happened is Judge Bruce Schrader giving a poll to the jurors to see when they want to be done. They decided to call it a day after 2 full days of deliberation, about 5 o'clock tonight. It's about an hour earlier than they did after day 1. But for the most part outside, people have been patiently waiting. There have been people on both sides in support of the 2 individuals that were shot, and then others who were in support of Kyle Rittenhouse. So the people that have been waiting outside, for the most part, it's been pretty peaceful. There have been a few, you know, exchanges where people are shouting back and forth, but other than that, it's been pretty peaceful. Now, the one exception was just before 4 o'clock today, there was a fight that broke out on the steps of the courthouse here behind us. It started on the steps, spilled over into the grass. Police are only about 100 feet away from the scene of that. And they were just kind of sitting there observing, making sure it wasn't getting out of hand. They're not responding clearly to every single incident that happens, every single exchange. But then it spilled across 56th Street, which runs in front of the courthouse here, stopping traffic. There was a large crowd gathering. Police then came in and took 2 people into custody. We don't know what charges or anything like that at this point in time. But for the most part, like I said, it's been very peaceful out here. Now, one other thing we want to mention, the Kenosha Police Department is aware of numerous attempts by who they determine to be malicious actors who are trying to spread disinformation on social media to act like there's some kind of threat here. But they say right now there's no credible threat to public safety out here. And they want to continue to have people follow their lead and follow them on Facebook, Kenosha Police Department. But again, there are 3 layers of protection here. Kenosha Police, county deputies are here as well, plus the National Guard that have been mobilized are kind of waiting in the wings should anything get out of hand. But so far, as we mentioned, it's been pretty peaceful here outside of that one little skirmish that happened. Again, the jury taking a break at 5. They'll resume deliberations at 9 in the morning. As far as how long they'll continue to deliberate is anyone's guess. Charlotte?
Eric Franke reporting live for us from Kenosha tonight. Eric, thank you. As the jury continued its deliberation, Judge Bruce Schroeder took time to address the media coverage of the trial, including some of the criticism he's received during the trial.
I will tell you this. I'm going to think long and hard about live television of a trial again next time. I don't know. I've always been a firm believer in it because I think the people should be able to see what's going on. But when I see what's being done, it's really quite frightening.
Some of the criticisms included not calling the 3 men shot victims during trial and letting Rittenhouse randomly select the 12 jury members for deliberation from a tumbler. A Verona student is in jail tonight, accused of bringing a loaded gun to the high school. Police arrested the 18-year-old early this afternoon at the school. Verona staff confronted him when they heard he may have a gun. Security walked the student outside, and that's when a loaded .40 caliber handgun fell from his waistband. The district says the student didn't threaten anyone, and there's no ongoing threat. Police are recommending charges to the district attorney, but at this time, the student hasn't been charged, so we are not naming him. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Oh, we snuck in another mild day today before a cold front reached us early this afternoon. The temperatures have been falling ever since. Time lapse from the WISC Skycam shows a mix of clouds and sunshine through the day today, mainly high clouds overhead and dry weather through the day today. But as we look at Doppler track, you can see rain showers more widespread to our south and to our east. We're expecting that to happen. And to the north and west, some snow showers and flurries up around the Twin Cities, but those will stay to our north tonight. Otherwise, temperatures reach the lower 50s here in Madison and almost 60 in Janesville, whereas areas north and west of Dane County stayed in the 40s all day, and those temperatures have dropped into the 30s. Here in Madison, we're down to 43. Janesville's at 45, and by tomorrow morning, we'll be down to around 28 degrees with breezy conditions continuing overnight. Skies will turn partly cloudy. Then tomorrow will be variably cloudy, breezy, and much colder. High temperature only reaching 34 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes a little bit of a warm-up this weekend, then another shot of cold weather early next week.
Bridges and roads getting repaired faster. That's what local officials say will happen when they get their infrastructure funds from the bill that just cleared Congress and the White House. Naomi Coles explains where that money will go.
That money is designated for a lot of types of projects, replacing lead pipes, public transit, electric car charging stations, just to name a few. But roads and bridges will get some of the largest shares. From D.C. to Dane County, projects like replacing this Middleton Bridge on Century Avenue will get priority treatment with the recently passed infrastructure bill.
We want to have a bike underpass so that the people don't have to cross this very busy road like you and I did here now.
The bridge got some upgrades this summer after making the top 10 list statewide for structurally deficient bridges. But this money will help replace the bridge next year and upgrade the space.
So we will have a trailhead there, people can have picnics. So
in Dane County, the infrastructure to-do list includes other projects too, such as resurfacing several county roads.
So it's a mix of urban and rural projects, and it's kind of exciting for us because it just helps us get more done.
Federal funds will help speed up these projects and clear other funding to do even more.
It certainly does accelerate it.
For us, it represents about a 25% increase in the federal funds that we've been getting. And
the White House estimates Wisconsin will get $5.2 billion for highways and $225 million for bridge replacement over the next 5 years. That doesn't include other funding pots for public transit, clean water, broadband, airports, and more. Local governments don't know yet how much each is getting.
A lot of that will come directly to us at the state, and then there's a fair amount of discretion. I think you'll see nearly half of that money probably being passed on to the local units.
And a goal that everyone who drives can get behind.
So this is really getting into our state highways and our two-lane highways through our rehabilitation program and improving the condition of our current roads.
And as mentioned, the federal government is still hammering out the details of exactly how much each local government gets of that $1 trillion bill. But right now, that is still a question mark for local officials.
One person is in custody following a homicide on Madison's east side this morning. This is the 10th one so far in the city. Officers were called to a home on Home Avenue at about 12:30. There, they found a 24-year-old man who had been shot. He later died at the hospital. Police were able to identify and find a person of interest. That person was arrested on unrelated charges. Authorities believe this was a targeted shooting and there is no danger to the public. Dane County officers are searching for suspects after a burglary in Stoughton overnight. Deputies responded to the 2100 block of Fallen Oak Trail around 6 a.m. The homeowners say a wallet and a 2016 Kia Optima were stolen. Authorities say the suspects entered through the garage. The victim's credit card was used at a nearby Walmart shortly after the theft. Please call Dane County Police if you have any information. Authorities are asking hunters in eastern Iowa County or western Dane County to keep an eye out for a missing man. 62-year-old John Wallenkamp was last seen October 27th in the Arena Township. His vehicle was left at home. Wallenkamp is described as being 5'10". Authorities do not know what he was wearing before going missing. If you have any information on Wallenkamp's location, please call the Iowa County Sheriff's Office. Wisconsin continues to see an increase in COVID cases. DHS is reporting more than 3,500 new cases. State public health officials say we haven't seen those numbers since last year, and these numbers are higher than we saw during September and October, which was when the Delta variant peaked here in Wisconsin. One factor to the rise in cases is people spending more time indoors, where the virus can spread easily.
The trend we're seeing, I would say, from last week to this week is very concerning, and something that we need to watch very closely, because the slope of the curve looks similar to what we saw last fall.
Right now, the mask mandate in Dane County is scheduled to end the day after Thanksgiving. Still to come, after more than 40 years, a Milwaukee brewer is a Cy Young winner. Plus, we'll have an update on breaking news out of McFarland. Stay with us.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Come celebrate America's favorite Christmas tradition. The album that started it all, Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. Performed live in its entirety for the first time ever.
At Overture Center, November 28th. Tickets at overture.org.
The snow, the ice, the bitter cold. The joys of a Midwestern winter. Keep your family warm, safe, and comfortable with 30% off Feldco windows and no interest for 1 year. Our energy-efficient windows will keep the harsh weather out and the heat in. So get those drafty windows replaced now.
30% off Feldco windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back. An update now on that breaking news we first brought to you at the top of the hour. The McFarland Police Department is warning people there to stay away from the area of North Autumn Lane for a report of a possibly armed suspect. Our crew just arrived on the scene, and we're going to show you a live picture. For context, this is North Autumn Lane, just south of Sigilco Road, and they are telling people, again, in that part of the village, to stay inside where they are and lock all of the doors. We do hope to gather more information as the night goes on, and we hear from McFarland Police. So be sure to stay with News 3 Now and channel3000.com for any updates. Well, there is nothing worse than getting your car stuck in the snow or even having a dead battery. Coming up, how you can make sure your car is ready for winter. Then Gary Canalti will have a full look at your forecast. We'll be right back.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Black Friday is happening now at Steinhoffel's. Start with 35% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. Then save big on bonus buys throughout the store. Like this wine cabinet, $149. A queen upholstered bed, also $149. A queen beauty rest mattress, now just $399. This 5-piece dining set, $799. A 2-piece sectional, only $12.99. The Black Friday deals start now, only at Steinhoffel's and steinhoffels.com.
Corbin Cars is having a huge fall sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right, don't miss out on our fall sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Corbin. Go to Corbin Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Corbin, CorbinCars.com.
When you open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Mix it into a stir fry. Better. Sauté it into some veggies. Better. Or brush it onto a steak.
Way better.
With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, restoring normal and natural functionality where it counts most. Call now and receive an ultrasound. Your initial consultation all for free. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopco Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see. Celebrate Eye Care Month this November and get 33% off a complete pair of glasses.
Stoughton Health cardiologist Dr. Eugene Kaji provides quality, compassionate care to his patients and is conveniently located right at Stoughton Hospital. Learn more about Stoughton Health Cardiology at stoughtonhealth.com.
Welcome back. We have another breaking news story we are following. This one is on the east side of town. We are seeing a large police presence near the intersection of Monona Drive and Cottage Grove Road. So far, no information about why they are gathered at this point, but Madison police say they do expect to release more information later. Our crew at the scene will continue to ask the important questions and bring you updates as soon as we receive them. There is a lot of news happening right now, so in the meantime, do download our Channel 3000 app to get the latest information about all of these breaking news stories. It is the first place we will push out all of this new information as soon as we get it. Well, all this week, our First Warn weather team has been presenting a series of reports as part of Severe Weather Awareness Week. And tonight, Austin Kopnitsky has advice on winter travel.
Winter is upon us in Wisconsin, and not only does that mean plenty of snowfall and frigid cold temperatures, but also that means you at home should get prepared as well. One simple way to prepare is to break out your winter emergency kit for your car. When traveling long distances or even your daily commute to work, it's highly recommended to keep an updated emergency kit in your car. If you get stuck somewhere, you'll want to keep yourself warm and comfortable until help arrives. So let's start with the basics. Keep a set of warm, dry clothes in your car with a blanket, mittens, socks, and a warm hat. An ice scraper or snow brush is needed to keep your vision clear before driving. Bottled water and high-calorie snacks are also great to keep on hand for some sustenance if you have to wait a while for help. Try to keep the water in the back seat as well, as most trunks are not heated, so the water will likely stay frozen longer in the trunk on those extremely cold days. Keep some road flares or reflective warning triangles on hand for added visibility at night. A first aid kit and a multi-tool are also a must year-round. This is not only good for the winter time, it's there if you ever need minor medical help. Jumper cables are also useful if your battery is dead, as hopefully a nice Wisconsinite can help you get back on your wheels. And now for the few things you may not realize could help you out during the harsh Wisconsin winters. A bag of sand or non-clumping cat litter will help give your car extra traction if you're stuck on some ice or a slick patch. A collapsible or folding snow shovel can help dig your car out before you even try to drive anywhere on those days with heavy snowfall. Also, for longer trips, you may want to think about keeping a sleeping bag and plenty of hand and feet warmers on hand. If you get stuck in an area far from a city during a major storm, it might be a while before help can arrive, so you have to try and stay warm any way you can in those situations. It's always wise to be prepared, and in the wintertime, just having these items in your car at all times could make the difference when winter strikes. I'm meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky, News 3 Now.
And let's now go to Gary, who has a full look at your forecast.
All right, now's the time to get ready for winter. Get those items together in your winter preparedness kit, because soon we'll be dealing with that kind of weather. But so far, keep your fingers crossed. Quiet weather through the Thanksgiving holiday. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Breezy and colder weather for tomorrow. Temperatures drop back into the middle 30s for high temperatures. And then as we head toward the weekend, we'll see temperatures back in the upper 40s on Saturday, middle 40s on Sunday. Could even see a rain shower Sunday. But we will see colder weather arrive Sunday night into Monday with some flurry chances then. And then also some flurries, maybe mixed a little rain on Wednesday, and a few flurry chances on Thanksgiving Day itself. But right now, no major travel problems are expected. But the temperatures will continue to yo-yo up and down. After being in the low 50s today, we drop back to the middle 30s tomorrow, upper 30s on Friday, go back to the upper 40s on Saturday, mid 40s on Sunday, drop to the upper 20s on Monday, and be back to the upper 30s on Tuesday, low 40s Wednesday, and then drop back below normal as we head through the Thanksgiving holiday. But there are signs that we will turn milder with above normal temperatures by the end of the Thanksgiving weekend. And right now, I'm not looking at any travel issues even through that time period as well. High temperatures today, for the most part, from Madison to the north and west, these were early this morning, and you see how those temperatures have dropped since. We've gone from 52 to 43 here, but temperatures are already in the 20s and 30s to our north and west. The colder air starting to sweep in behind a cold front that moved through. Got some showers out ahead of it. A weather system up to the north, bringing some snow showers and flurries to North Dakota and northern portions of Minnesota, but that'll stay to our north. And in between, there's a little bit of clearing. That's what will come through tonight, allowing our temperatures to drop off pretty quickly. There's the cold front off to the east of us. Now the winds have shifted to the west and northwest, and the colder air is starting to spill in. Temperatures are still in the 40s from Madison eastward. Milwaukee still at 50, but already temperatures mainly around freezing or just a little bit above for the northwestern half of the state. And here comes the clearing overnight on Future Track. A few clouds come in for tomorrow, keeping our temperatures down in the mid-30s. We clear out for tomorrow night, allowing temperatures to drop into the upper teens and lower 20s. But by Friday, those winds come back out of the south, and at least we'll be back into the upper 30s. Having a little bit of cloud cover will keep us from hitting the 40-degree mark. As we check out our forecast for tomorrow, look for skies to be variably cloudy. It'll be breezy and colder. High temperature at 34 degrees. And as we look at the 7 to 10-day forecast, again, those temperatures go up for the weekend, down early next week. Some flurry chances Sunday night into Monday. Windy on Monday with a high of only 29. Then temperatures go up a bit for Wednesday with a rain snow shower chance, and then a slight chance of flurries on Thanksgiving Day itself.
And coming up in sports, Aaron Rodgers misses practice but says he's playing on Sunday, while the Packers quarterback didn't participate today. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces. Generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
A celebration of life, love, laughter, and Fiddler on the Roof.
At Overture Center, November 16th through 21st. Tickets at overture.org.
What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
It takes a village to bring Thanksgiving to 4,000 families, and Goodman Community Center has been doing it for 3 decades. Tomorrow, Leah and Josh will be live to show you how.
And as Winter Weather Awareness Week continues, we're keeping you safe on the go. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Welcome back. We want to go back to our breaking news from McFarland. The police department warning people to stay away from the area of North Autumn Lane for a report of a possibly armed subject. Tahlil Mohdin is on the scene with the latest. Tahlil?
We are on Single Cow Road here in McFarland, where police are set up right up the road here. There's 2 police cars behind me, but further up there's about 6 or 8 police cars, and they say that they're searching for a subject who is possibly armed. Now, they advise people in the area to stay inside and lock their doors, and it appears for the most part people are taking that directive. It's pretty quiet outside of the police presence here on this road. Further down there's also another road that's being blocked off by police, so it appears that their search goes beyond just this specific road here. Of course, this is a developing story, so we will have more information for you as that comes available.
Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are gearing up this week for an NFC North showdown with the Vikings. But number 12 didn't participate in practice today. Not to worry, though. Today's practice was a walkthrough, and Matt LaFleur gave his starting quarterback a mental day and some time to rehab his toe. As far as Sunday goes, well, Rodgers is definitely playing.
Today was a mental day, so there are, I think, a number of us who either were limited or DNPs. So I was thankful to get a day to just do some rehab and see how the week plays out practice-wise, but definitely playing Sunday.
Just a reminder to check out this week's edition of the Badger Blueprint. Jim Polzine and I will get you ready with everything you need to know about Wisconsin's matchup against Nebraska. That's tonight during the News 3 Now at 10. And Corbin Burns became Milwaukee's first Cy Young winner since 1982 today. The Brewer ace had one of the best seasons on the mound in franchise history, allowing just 45 runs over 167 innings pitched while striking out 234 batters. And in the process, Burns set 45 MLB and franchise records. 45 records, Gary, not bad.
And the highlights always show that he's pitching against the Cubs, which is pretty easy to find those highlights. Well, let's take a look at live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Kind of cold out there right now. The breeze continues. Right now, not much precipitation across the state. A few flurries up in the northwestern corner of Wisconsin. Those will stay to our north. Temperatures have dropped into the 40s from Madison on toward the south and east. Already in the 30s north and west of the Dells. Look for a low tonight of 28. High tomorrow only at 34 with a breeze continuing through the day tomorrow. A warm up on Friday into the weekend, and then we'll see colder weather as we head right into the Thanksgiving holiday.
All right. Thank you, Gary, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here at 10 for updates on our breaking news.